Meet Savannah the British cat. She was born on the 14th of April 2022 and she is a short-haired British cat. Her mother is a blue long hair and her father is a caramel short hair. So let's get on this journey. This is her first day when we were driving her to her new home. She's a 3-month kitten. As you can hear, she meowed a little, but that is because she's missing her mommy. And she didn't seem to be that much in distress. She was looking out the window, and at one point she was even purring. I felt so bad for dragging her away from her mommy, but at the same time I knew that she would be happy at her new place. Now this is the first moment when she was brought to the apartment. We opened the bars and she didn't waste our time with hiding herself from us. She went straight to exploring. But I guess she wasn't really much into exploring anyway. She was just looking for a place where she could hide. And in a few seconds, she did find a nice hidden spot over here next to the table. So she was meowing like this here and there, and she was exploring the living room and the kitchen. There's a box that I put in here because I thought that maybe she would like to play with it or get in it. And even though she was afraid, she still purred. In fact, the person that owns the cattery where we bought her from, she said that every time she would pick her up, she would purr. So I think this is a friendly cat. She's playful, and even though this is her first day, it's not like she would be under the couch after the arrival. Obviously, we heard that British cats are not lap cats, but she likes being next to us, and she likes cuddling rather with our hands. Here you can see she's exploring something, and I think she saw some type of a fly. She sees it's flying somewhere and she's meowing at it, so she needs to have fun with it. We have to be careful with her. We don't want to scare her, so we're quietly observing her and we try not to do any sudden movements or get in her personal space, or rather, cat space. She needs to learn that this is a safe place and that we love her. Soon she showed us that she is not afraid of us that much. She laid on her back and she let us pet her belly. A cat that would be afraid wouldn't do this. I was delighted with this because I want her to feel comfort at every inch of our apartment. You can see how she's satisfied. She's even purring. We also installed a net against the insects so that she doesn't go to the balcony and falls on the ground from the 3rd floor, you know? Here, this is the main attraction. This is her favorite toy that she received from the cattery. She likes playing with this a lot. She has a whole bunch of other toys, but she obviously prefers this one. So let's see how long it will last here until she throws it under the sofa. You know, as a kid, I had a lot of cats. I mean, my family had a lot of cats, and it was so much fun with them, but we had just regular stray cats. I've never experienced what it was like to be with a British cat. I only saw them on TV and later on the internet, and I was fascinated with them because they seem to be so fluffy. The first moment I saw her, I was so amazed how it feels to touch her. Her fur sort of reminds me of a sheep fur. It's not really rough though, but it is so fluffy. It's so amazing to touch it. So then later, when we returned home, I just knew that that was the cat. That's exactly the one I would love to have. So yeah, you can see she's just exploring everything, sniffing everything, touching everything. She just wants to know where she is at, because her first 3 months she spent at the cattery. And here you can see the scratch and post that we bought. She quite enjoys being on it and play with it. I didn't know what to buy. I wasn't sure if she would play with it, so I really bought like a really small one. I may have made a mistake with that, but never mind. Anyways, what you see here is a fountain, but just as soon as I took it out of the box, I figured that there was a crack. So it was sort of leaking and it wasn't functioning on the day that she came. After a few hours of being here, I thought that I would start playing with her. So I took out this feather thing or whatever that is, and I tried to sort of irritate her. And she apparently likes it. She just enjoys it, she is looking at it, and she interacts with me. So I'm happy about it. This toy seems to have major success. She's into it and I am so happy that she's able to have fun. I think considering that this is her first day, she's doing extremely well. Because I remember when we got our first 2 cats when I was a kid, one of them went straight under the couch and she stayed there for 2 weeks. So I thought that exactly this would be the case with Savannah. I was almost sure, but to be honest, I am really surprised. Obviously this is just a few hours, but she will probably go hide later, but still, this is huge success. The important thing is that she be happy. I want her to feel that she is important to us and that she feels like she is the queen. I can definitely recommend getting a cat if you feel like you need to have someone to live with. Cats may not speak, and they're not a human, but you will never get in conflict with them. They just sit pretty and they own the place. Look how she's doing better. She's not meowing, missing her mommy so much. She's just having fun. Unfortunately, I have to say that she hasn't eaten yet. I think she is stressed out, even though it doesn't seem so. I gave her some food, some beef, and the granules, but she just doesn't want to touch it. I think she's too afraid. Anyways, this is something that she started exploring as well, a toilet. This is the end of the first day. She wasn't shy, she just jumped in my bed. Cat Daddy hasn't returned home yet, so she's just resting with me, and hopefully she will fall asleep with me.